Good evening, folks. I know I put night in the title of the stream, but it is only 5 p.m., 5:01 to be exact, on Saturday, November 29th, and the temperature is about 1 degree Celsius, although it feels quite a bit colder than that. I'm down here at the lake. I'm actually quite a bit a ways from the camera at the moment, but I'll head over there and get moving. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8's here. Grophonic, Gertej, Jeanette, Medano, Marge, Randy Ruck, Daniel, Joseph, and everyone else. Thank you so much for tuning in. YouTube is doing that silly thing where I can't see your screen names. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so just checking the audio. So I was just doing a video, and I came down to check out Winterfest at the Harborfront, and unfortunately, it seems as if every time I go to check that damn event out, the skating rink is closed as they're cleaning it up with the Zamboni. So I'm gonna have to go back over there. Hopefully I can catch that while I'm down here. That's YTZ Airport. Yeah, that is Billy Bishop off in the distance. There I am. Got a glove for the gimbal hand, no glove for the other hand. Tonight's also the night of the Cavalcade of Lights at Nathan Phillips Square. I will not be attending. I think it starts at 6:30. I'm probably going to be wrapping the stream up around then. I always kind of low-key hate going to those opening events. They say 6:30, but you're going to have to stand around forever before they actually flip the switch and turn anything on. So I'll go back and record all the lights there and how things are going at Nathan Phillips Square after the fact. So at some point later next week. I should have made my thumbnail from down here. Look how nice this looks. Actually, maybe I can still do that. Let me, just before we get moving, I'm hoping to buy enough time so that the, oh, why did I cut my nails? So that the ice skating is back on at Harborfront. Oh well. Can't seem to get that to work. Let's see. Nah. We'll just go with things the way they are. Yeah, it is cold. What an absolutely beautiful view of the CN Tower that is. This is HTO Park, so we're down at the Waterfront. Checking in from Atlanta. Good evening. I've got dinner reservations around 7 tonight. See y'all tomorrow at Johnny Stumbles. Yeah, I'm going live most likely tomorrow at 8 p.m. over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. I was gonna go live on this channel last night, but I was feeling kind of lazy. I saw that Ken was going live, so I thought, I know I gotta come out Saturday anyways, might as well bring the gear with me. There's the South Core obscuring our view of the financial district looming beyond it. But hopefully the ice skating has resumed. Daniel says this is the best time of day. It's a nice time of day. That twilight glow. It's going to be pitch black very soon. There was not a lot of people out. I made my way from Union Station down to Harborfront where they're holding Winterfest. It seems like a pretty quiet Saturday night, but we'll head up into a busier part of downtown and we'll see if that holds true up there. I have a feeling there's going to be more people. Hey, someone's saying hi from Lethbridge, Alberta. Greetings. It's an interesting place to park your bike and chain it or lock it to the chain. There's actual bike locks over there. That's the Sky Dome straight ahead, all lit up in blue. I have a feeling these water fountains aren't on. Nope. The CN Tower looks amazing. No disagreement from me. Hello from Earth. Always will be the Sky Dome, right next to young Dundas Square and Dundas Station. I don't really care much for the renaming of the Scotiabank Arena. That's fine. Same goes with the Molson Amphitheater. At least they're putting amphitheater back into the title of that one. Look at this. Lloyd was born in Scarborough and moved to Alberta. Alberta, you miss it so much. Greetings, Chowdhury. Bit of a low-key start to this one. We are almost... Oh, we are over 250 viewers, and I just hit start. Thank you so much, guys. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. I go live 3-4 times a week. Had one of the bigger streams I'll have all year last Sunday, the Santa Claus Parade. The next big one will be in a little over a month from now, on December 31st. Robert saying hello from Brazil. This is the Waterfront. Queen's Quay just on the left. Hey, Mark D is here. Greetings, Mark D. So I'm gonna head north, but I came south down York Street. So I'll pick a different route. Is it safe to walk around the park at nighttime? I've never had issues. I can't speak for others, but I would say yeah. Kind of hoping the ice skating has fired up. We can check it out at Nathan Phillips Square. Chris, the Pepsi driver says the Radisson is one of your customers. There's the Radisson Blue. And the moon lurking behind it.
No, just an order of wings. One order of wings, 2 salad bowls.
Timmy's. Walk-in special large pizza, 2 toppings, $16. John Barr was in this area recording a video for his channel not too long ago. Someone going for a jog. This place, Queens Harbor, I've been there twice. And a couple of our viewers were there the first time I was there. Mark D, Brad Palmer, Marie Palmer. Vasily showed up. I think Liam was there and a few others. And I went back again. They have a pretty fantastic steak frites. It's a absolutely huge restaurant. I'm not sure how well they fill it up at this time of year when there's less people down here. Thanks has found my channel from a Reddit post. That's one way to find it. But it's hard to get a table there in the warmer months. It's absolutely huge. There's 2 separate dining areas.
Then it becomes like pressure, and it's not.
It's a 509 streetcar. So last time I was here about 30 minutes ago, there was nobody skating. They're just cleaning the ice surface with the Zamboni. So I'm just going to come back to see if that's still the case. Greetings, Brad Palmer. Lisa's here. Transit mobility scooter, Darren. Thank you so much. Darren for the first super of the night. Thank you very much. I'll be ridiculously disappointed if there's nobody skating right now. It's supposed to be open all day. Oh, I see people out there. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to mute it due to this music, otherwise the stream's gonna disappear in a number of territories. Hey, Mike Landry. Hi, Johnny and everyone. Mike Landry, thank you so much for the super chat, Mr. Landry. Cheers to you, and thank you so much. All right, I'm just going to mute it for a second. Sorry guys, I just have to mute it for the music. I just wanted to capture that because I missed that on my video earlier. When I was here, it was closed and they were running a Zamboni on it, but at least I was able to catch it. It's kind of underwhelming. This is what they call Winterfest. It's kind of like a mini Christmas market. They've got a maze you can go through for 18 bucks. There's a little train that runs through here, a number of food vendors, and the skating rink. And I think there's a few galleries inside, but not a whole lot else. If you want to see it in its underwhelming glory, that'll be up on the channel. I don't know if I'll get that up for tomorrow, but if not, it'll be Monday or Tuesday. Let's look up at the ice towers. There's Queen's Quay, but thank you so much for tuning in as we hit 425 viewers. Holy cow. Shaky 65 says, hi Johnny, greetings. Margie says it's not that exciting. No, it isn't. And this is a Saturday. This is prime time for this type of thing. And I bet the distillery district is a zoo right now, full of people lining up. And hey, this is a much more affordable alternative version.
Yeah, no, I see it so many times. I can remember when I first drove over here.
But I came down, that's Simcoe Street. I came down York Street. Maybe we'll go up Bay Street. There's a 509 Harborfront streetcar. This is really neat. There's a Canadian TV museum right here on the right. Mr. Dress Up to Degrassi, a couple of shows I grew up watching. We've got the Casey and Finnegan Treehouse, or at least a facsimile of it. This is the Museum of Toronto. Sesame Park, Mr. Dress Up, Ernie Coombs. He was good friends with Mr. Rogers. Hey, the Friendly Giant. That guy was awesome. There's people watching some classic TV over there. Hey, it's Casey and Finnegan. A couple of icons from my youth. I wonder if they have the today's special mannequins. No. Hey, polka dot door. We missed him again. Anyways, there's a blast of nostalgia. When Casey and Finnegan left Mr. Dress Up, it was a sad time for Canadian TV. I think the character designer retired, so they retired those characters with her. What a neat little slice of Canadian TV history in that building. Something I'd like to come back and check out on my own. Vivian Johnson is here. Greetings, Vivian. Hey, we cracked 500 viewers. Thank you so much. If you're a channel member or Patreon supporter, I don't yet have the November members exclusive video made, so I'm going to have to get my butt out tomorrow and make that. And I'll try to get that uploaded by midnight, along with the monthly update. Good evening, Brett. There's beaver tails. And look north up York Street. Unfortunately, I just walked down York Street, so I'll be skipping that on this stream. Let's head over to Bay and walk north up Bay. But it's definitely quiet down at the waterfront tonight. Remitland, sand is seamless, live borderless, think limitless. Currency exchange? Espero is very high. You got your legal weed delivery today. Good evening. Don't sneeze, it will freeze. Almost. I'm going to be going for some Thai food after this. I wanted to book that new Filipino restaurant. I think it's near Church and Adelaide, or Church and Richmond. Done by the same folks behind Pi, one of my favorite Thai restaurants, but that place is booked solid. It's booked solid for weeks. It's quite the hot ticket to get into. So that will have to wait. So instead, it'll be Thai food after this. Churches, Prayosha. It says a Filipino restaurant. Yeah, what's it called? What's the new Filipino restaurant on Church Street in downtown Toronto? Let's see if Google can tell me the name here. Someone's revving a motorbike. It's called... There goes a meat crayon. It's called Makilala, which means to get to know in Tagalog. It opened as the latest venture from renowned chefs Nui and Jeff Regular, known for their popular Thai restaurants. Hey, city nights like these, enjoying your live stream while waiting for the snow to start down in Windsor before heading out for our walk. Big Indie Chocolate Lab is watching your stream intently. City nights like these. Thank you so much, and greetings to your Big Chocolate Lab. Hope they're enjoying the stream. Thank you so much. Rumor has it we're going to be in for a little bit of snow tomorrow. The Velkos, is that noise reminds me of the Albanian party. Yeah, it was Albanian Independence Day yesterday. There was an interesting post on Reddit. People wondering what the heck was going on. Ken messaged me right after his stream. The things I missed by staying in. Speaking of staying in, I didn't do any Black Friday video for the first time. also it kind of seems like a non-event. So it would have got views just by virtue of being a Black Friday titled video, but I don't think there was much to see. Oh, now we've got a Lambo just being loud, not speeding like that motorbike. David Warren. Thank you so much, David Warren, for the super chat and the $20. Thank you, David Warren. Cheers to you. Thank you so much, David. Hope you're having an awesome weekend so far. As we look up at the Pinnacle Sky Tower, the tallest building in Canada. It's reached super tall status at over 300 meters. I think this time next year it might be starting to take occupancy. I see some Christmas lights up ahead. Soliata is here. Greetings. We build what's next, so you can get there now. All right. There's the Commissioner's Building. That used to be all by its lonesome on the very southern tip of the waterfront. Everything I'm standing on is built on reclaimed land. Financial district straight ahead. That's also where Harbor 60 Steakhouse is. I haven't been there in quite a while, but it's quite excellent. Kubal says, greetings from Bangkok. You lucky you know what. Greetings to you. Feels like it's been, what, 9-10 months since I was in Bangkok. Feels longer than that. If Costa is weird, Albania has a smaller population than Toronto City proper. Whoops. I just dropped my phone. Pretty nice sky tonight. Across the street in a moment. Drew says you don't think you've been to Harbor 60 since 2001. Someone says excellent steakhouse. It is. If you watch this channel, you know my favorite is Barbarians, but Harbor 60 is quite excellent. There's a few new ones I've been meaning to try. Gord says, you love and miss Toronto. You lived here for many years. Thank you for your streams. Well, thank you for tuning in. There's the Miller Tavern. What's the temperature up in Toronto? It's about 0 degrees Celsius right now. Maybe 1. Greg Hebers is here. Husky summer. Some interesting videos have dropped lately on Action Kids channel. I've done kind of a response to one of them, but he's mixing up his content. I've had a few people asking me if I'm going to do any more videos like his. Hey, he's pulling in some serious views and a lot of engagement. So good for him. As I walk past the Miller Tavern. Oh, look at that. You can barely see the top of the CN Tower. JWTE9QI. Stay warm. Love your video. $6.99. Thank you so much. I'm as warm as I can be, I guess. I've got the toque on. I've got a sweater. I've got a thermal long sleeve shirt underneath it. I did put my thermal long underpants on. I don't know, long johns. Wearing the merino wool socks. Technically it's still fall, but definitely feels like winter. There's parking enforcement to write a ticket when you need them. Just chilling in the bike lane. Pedestrians, wait for gap. And then proceed to play Frogger with your life. These trees are quite nice. They do a good job at a lot of these office complexes. I just came back from the anime festival at Pacific Mall. Ashley Stewart says long underpants are a requirement here in Saskatchewan. Is that the right term? I always called them long johns, but for some reason I called it that. They had some really neat indoor Christmas decorations here last year. In the lobby of this building. I guess it's a weekend, we can't get in there. I think I see a big metallic reindeer. Oh, CIBC Square Park has some trees lit up as well. Yeah, that is really neat. Credence, $6.99. I wish it was still warm. It's currently minus 16 here in Saskatchewan. Credence, good to see you again. Hopefully you enjoyed your time watching the Jays. Thank you, Credence, for the $6.99. Cheers to you. The bus terminal is just in here on the right. Your bus happens to coincide with the big event at the Scotiabank Arena across the street, good luck getting in and out in a timely fashion. And you can access a number of coach buses and go buses in there. Greetings, Martin James Kelly. Or greetings. Hey, we got 675 viewers. Thank you again. As I head underneath the rail corridor. Careful in this area. Unfortunately, there are a lot of homeless there. That is true, but I have never felt the least bit unsafe. They're just people mostly trying to get by, especially in colder temps like this. Jeanette bought a new toque on sale. You probably won't wear it until February. Winter's only 2 weeks in. Houston, does that require a new toque? Yeah, Espero, the wayfinding is not very good around Union Station. But you can access a lot of the GO train platforms from this side as well. So you can access the platforms from either the Bay or York Street sides. On the right here is where the GO bus terminal used to be. And then the coach terminal was up just north of Bay and Dundas. It's now all part of the newest addition to CIBC Square.
Hello, Mr. Strides.
Oh, hey, Alex. How's it going? Alex, Vasily, what are you guys up to?
I'm heading to the holiday train.
The holiday what?
The holiday train.
I'm not.
Oh, that cool lit up thing? That's tonight?
Yep.
Currently, it's at the
I'll have
junction.
about 2 hours, so hopefully get a spot.
Neat.
We're just at the Eaton Center.
There's the CN Tower and Union Station. You feel a little itchy,
Yeah.
ready for snow. Union seems to never stop being renovated. That's true.
Even my AirPods.
Nouvelle cost.
It is delayed. Yeah.
Look up at the financial district. That car rightfully honking at the people crossing there. We got 700 viewers. Holy shit. Oh, there's Alex and Vasily. Where are you guys going?
I'm heading into the suburbs.
I'm gonna go to the Waterfront once again.
All right, good to see you guys.
Hey, Johnny, take
Cheers.
care.
Alex, Vasily, take care. We'll get a neat view of the CN Tower in a moment. That's one of our moderators and a longtime viewer, Alex. I wonder if I clean the lens off, if that light refraction will go away. Did that fix it? Hey, it did. Neat. Well, I came down Bay Street in the last stream, but we're only Gonna go up a few blocks here, so we won't repeat it too much. The holiday train doesn't come to your city until December 20th. Oh, this is Bay Street, through the heart of the financial district. We might as well go check out Nathan Phillips Square for a little bit. There's ice skating there right now. And tonight's the Cavalcade of Lights. They're going to be unveiling the Christmas tree lights and everything, but that's at 6:30. Which is awkwardly around when I'm meeting my friends. And they say it's 6:30, but a lot of times there's a lot of standing around and talking and pomp and circumstance, and they don't actually do the damn thing till way after. But what I will do is head back to that area on a future date, and we'll check out everything once it's all lit up. Puma. It's called an astigmatism. Your phone needs glasses for the smudgy lens, but thank you, Puma, for the super chat. It's the TD Center over there. Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube is not displaying your screen names. It's displaying your whole handle,
Socializing is probably helping that.
which is kind of annoying. I don't know why they're doing that. I've noticed this on other streams and premieres as well. It's not just mine. Howard Charco's here. Greetings, Howard. As the City Hall bell tower clock chimes. Craig says they say it's for account security. Well, they better change it back because it's quite irritating. This used to be $1 million view. Used to be able to see the CN Tower cleanly right between the TD Center buildings. It's quiet for a Saturday evening. There's lots of good restaurants in the financial district. Yeah, it's still definitely busier in the financial district than it used to be. Joey and King Taps. And the Cactus Club and a number of others have moved in. Kaylee is a bird, says it's me, Kaylee Bird. Hey, Chris Woods, or Chris Wood NZ1 with 20 New Zealand bucks. This is my first time watching you live, and I wanted to say thanks for all the awesome content on your channel. Well, just as you are thankful for the content, I am equally thankful that you are watching. So thank you so much, and thank you for the support, Chris Wood. Cheers to you all the way in New Zealand. I was watching Physical Asia. And if Australia could have a team on that show, why not have a team from New Zealand next season? And my friend who married a girl from Australia just asked me if I would be a reference on his passport renewal. He needs to book tickets and realized his passport was almost expired. Chris Mills is here. Yeah, a lot. I don't know if Cisco is such a big thing in Canada, but a lot of American chain restaurants get all of their food from just a handful of small suppliers, the biggest being Cisco. So if you order like jalapeno poppers at 5 different chain restaurants, there's a good chance you are eating exactly the same thing. There's been a lot of noise in the media about how mediocre and the same everything tastes. Whether you get your pizza from Little Caesars or Papa John's or Domino's, they all get their cheese apparently from exactly the same provider as well. But yeah, Cisco is the biggest culprit, and they bought up all the smaller food distributors, the few big ones. Cisco trucks are everywhere on the highway. Cisco is pretty big in Canada too. And a lot of the foods that they used to make fresh in even chain restaurants now just come frozen and pre-packaged. We'll look up at the St. Regis one more time. Kyle Walker says Pizza Hut too. All the more reason to support the little guy, the cheese mafia. Marge says they supply hospitals too. I don't know. I haven't really noticed a decline in the food quality at restaurants. I've noticed portions are smaller and more expensive.
I will beg you for a cigarette.
I generally don't go to the Jack Astor's, Milestones kind of chain restaurants. Where am I at tonight? We are almost at Nathan Phillips Square. We'll check out the skating rink action there. There's Hayes. Digital Blade Candace says you just watched another video about declining restaurant quality. Yeah, they're all over my feed on YouTube. I've seen a few different ones. Billy says supporting the little guy is expensive. Everything is expensive food-wise these days, sadly. as I walk through a cloud of steam. $779 people watching. Thank you for pointing that out, Greg. Been live for 52 minutes. Debbie says 390 Bay coming up. Stuart, will you go to any World Cup games for $199? I do not have plans on it, Stuart, but thank you for the £199. It'll certainly be a neat experience. I have a feeling those tickets will be few and far between in terms of availability. At face value, but there's always a chance I know someone who got tickets, and if they invite me, I won't say no. I've only been to BMO Field once, actually. Would be neat to see how it's decked out for the World Cup. The Cavalcade of Lights Festival is at 6:30. There's Nathan Phillips Square, pre-Cavalcade of Lights. Sal Smith says, are we going around in circles? Huh? I started at the lake. There's been no circles. Might as well wait for the light to change or not. I think this is the first weekend of skating at Nathan Phillips Square. There's going to be a big light show or unveiling later tonight. Food vendors doing well. Cavalcade of Lights, November 29th through January 7th. Is this a lineup for WestJet?
When we got it here,
Right, it is packed around the perimeter of the ice rink. Let's see if I can get much of a view here. Bell Cost says it's a lineup to find out what everyone's waiting for. That looked like someone was proposing to someone else, but turns out that they just slipped and fell a little bit. But they're going to be turning on the Christmas tree lights over there, probably in about an hour. Just in case this music is getting picked up. That tree will be getting lit up. I'm going to come back once this is all completely lit up and going. Hey, there's a TV camera. Let's get a close look. That's neat. They got lights in their skates. Your name's Bob Bomb. Bob Bomb. Hey, it's 6 o'clock. This will all be lit up and going full tilt
I am totally not.
in about an hour. It looks like they closed Bay Street off here, so let's see what that's all about. Access to City Hall.
It was like an apple ring.
I guess they've closed off this stretch of Bay Street. All right. All right, my friends have arrived. They're at Italy on the second floor looking for olive oil and sausages. Thanks for letting me know. So I'm missing an announcement about what's going on at City Hall. I'm trying to listen to these announcements, but it
That guy was gay, right?
sounds like gobbledygook from where I am. Yeah, they've closed off Bay Street. How nice is this? Probably anticipating a big crowd. Someone in Japanese says, "Everybody, good evening, good evening." Demi says, "Please note the like button likes to be touched. Consent not required." It's a digital button. I didn't know it was sentient and had desires and thoughts, but apparently it likes to be touched. Your options are limited, Mercedes driver. Where are you going? Road closed. You're there at Italy this afternoon. I saw a video a guy put, I think the channel was Film Mission, walking around Italy. It's kind of neat to see what it's like. I don't think it's something I would turn into a full video for this channel, but perhaps I'll pass through there. Wild that it's only 6 p.m. It's so early now. Yes. Wild indeed.
Oh, and no, the Timbits. We have to get the Timbits. We'll get the Timbits. Wait, that's a good one. Yeah.
We are getting all excited about getting some Timbits from Timmy's. Silver CS. Holy cow. Hey, Johnny, your videos got my mom and I through the pandemic. Y'all are my ride or die. No way this channel and community are disappearing anytime soon. Silver CS. Thank you so much. Holy cow, that's a enormous super chat. Thank you, Silver CS, and greetings to you and your mom. Yeah, that video I made was kind of a response to Action Kid's video about the decline of walk tubing. And there was another YouTuber from this city who was kind of saying that my channel wasn't doing so hot in their videos. And even though that person doesn't know what the hell they're talking about most of the time, I had some people asking me to respond to that at that time. So it just seemed like a good one-off video, kind of a State of the Union style video to make. That's what that was all about. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. This channel's not going anywhere. Look at all the transit lined up. And from a view point of view, well, view and revenue point of view, November has been my best month of the year by far. So things are going in the right direction as well. I mean, if we say, or actually scratch that thought. I don't know why I'm walking this way. I need to go in the other direction, but there's such a lineup of streetcars. This is kind of interesting to see. Did I see that Flurf design video on slow streetcars? Yeah, that video very much echoes a video Not Just Bikes made earlier about the very same problem. And apparently early indications are that the Finch LRT isn't really moving much faster than buses. I mean, it's called an LRT, but let's call it what it is, the Finch streetcar line. What really plagues St. Clair and Spadina are the fact that they have way too many stops that are way too close together. I kind of want to cross the street, but I don't really feel like cutting through this traffic. All right, I'm going to head over to Bay Street again. We'll let this car turn here. Look how dangerous that is. Driver was completely in the blind. They should have been creeping around that turn much slower than that, but they still saw the pedestrians and stopped. Not the end of the world, I guess. But if you're going to build something like the Finch West LRT, you need to make sure the stations are far enough apart that the damn thing can get up to speed and stay at speed. You also need to give it traffic signal priority so they don't get stuck at red lights or stuck behind vehicles that are turning left at intersections. Problems that are going to plague the crosstown when it's above ground in Scarborough. So really, we'll have to see what happens once the damn thing opens on December 7th. They drew a line on the subway map for the Finch West LRT. I think that's a little disingenuous because it's really not any different than a streetcar line that has a dedicated right of way like the Spadina or Queens Quay streetcars. It is what it is. But since we have a little bit of time to kill, I'm going to head up to Elm Street, which is always quite nice with all the tree lights.
And why not?
Because like
Even though Dundas here is packed.
That's
But yeah, that Flurf design video pointed out a lot of what's wrong with the Toronto streetcar network. Are birthday meals still free at Denny's? That's a very good question. There's the 506 off route Carlton streetcar, so those are still being diverted. I think one of these vehicles, either that SUV or that pickup truck, were a little too close to the center line. That's why that streetcar was honking.
I also found out that apparently housing.
There's a restaurant that I think is in big trouble south of the border, if not outright bankrupt, Red Lobster. I don't know the status of the Canadian ones, but this one still seems to be doing good, since we were talking about the decline in the restaurant industry down south earlier. In Kyushu, it's so warm, 19 degrees Celsius. Sounds lovely. I'm going to head another block north, and then we're going to walk along Elm Street. The Eglinton line is opening December 7th. No, the Finch West LRT is. Hey, it's the circus bus. It's got like disco lights going on. Fifi the cat says dead lobster. I remember as a kid going to Red Lobster. My mom liked it. I would always order a non-seafood item. I think they even had grilled cheese back then. N15 hair salon. Demi says the hippie bus. I remember first seeing that thing during the pandemic, roaming around the streets. How moody and atmospheric is that? Let's check the temperature. According to my phone, 1 degree Celsius. Are you a student? 50% off membership for group hypnosis. That's an odd one. Trojan says, nice warm weather. Indeed. I went to this ramen place before. Once they offered free shrimp, it was over for Red Lobster. Diga.
That was a bit deep. It's one more.
This is such a nice street, and apparently Bangkok Garden over there has been in that location for decades. And it's supposed to be quite good. Off to watch the Leafs. All right, enjoy watching the worst of our pro sports teams. B-Town Pizza. Taste the difference. Is this the pizza that came from Brampton? Tandoori paneer. That might be worth checking out. In my opinion, it feels colder in late November and December than January and February. Yeah, you have to get acclimated to it. Oh, we can see. I don't want to put the camera right up to the window. There's a peek into my favorite restaurant in the city. Oh, and I wanted to look at the menu, but those two guys are there. I went there on my birthday earlier in the month. Those guys came out taking pictures of the restaurant. Did you like Barbarians?
Yes.
My favorite restaurant in Toronto.
Right.
Were you from Japan?
Yes.
Where?
I'm Japanese. Osaka.
Osaka. I was just in Osaka. I like it. Yeah. Fun city. And Nara, Kyoto, and yeah, I've been many times, but all right. Cheers. They're not just tourists from Japan, but they got some cash to splash if they're going to Barbarians. And they're from Osaka. I said I was just in Osaka. That's a bit of a lie. That was a year ago I was there. Close enough, though. But they came out of the restaurant smiling and taking pictures of it, so I'm assuming they really liked it. Japanese folks are so nice. I always hear things like that, and I fully agree with it, but truthfully, every time I travel, I seem to meet the nicest people on earth, so it's just humanity is nice. But yeah, Japanese are, as a culture, is an extremely pleasant place to be. Everyone is extremely friendly and polite. But I've been killed with kindness in a number of countries. All right, I'm gonna have to mute it for a sec here because the warehouse is blasting. Sorry guys, I'm gonna pick up a music copyright. Okay, I don't know if the ice skating at TMU is in effect at the moment. I didn't see anyone skating off in the distance, so maybe not. There's Burrito Boys and its new location. That was located next to the Imperial. Used to be a really old building there that suffered fire damage and had a bit of a collapse. Winners and a Chipotle. So this is Young and Dundas coming up. And holy cow, 922 viewers. Thank you guys so much. If you want to be notified when I go live next, do hit that notification bell. There's this emergency vehicle going. Whoa! I just heard glass breaking. I don't know if you guys heard that. But I didn't see any accidents. How about putting your four-ways on? That Honda is just chilling there. Ashley Stewart says that didn't sound good. Yeah, I heard like a crunch. I turned around and I didn't see anything. I was expecting to see an accident. Maybe it was that? That's just a bunch of ice. This is Young and Dundas, where apparently there was a big Albanian independence celebration last night. Fifi the Meow says it was loud. And these delivery guys don't like it when you stand right up on the edge of the sidewalk. They like to hop onto the sidewalk to cut that turn tight. Oh, those sirens, it looks like they're all heading down towards Nathan Phillips Square. Almost doesn't sound like a mailbox being hit. So this is Young and Dundas. If you're new to watching the city, welcome to downtown Toronto. That's the Eaton Center, the busiest shopping center in North America. One sec. Just messaging someone. This is crazy. The video I filmed just before this makes the city seem so dead tonight. But it seems rather lively. I'm going to post that in the channel maybe tomorrow or Monday. Look at all the digital advertisements. Oh, apparently that building over there, that used to be the Olympic Torch building, and then it became a Rogers studio, the one that says Omni on it. That is up for sale. Got one in the center that says Omni just on the other side of Dundas Square. Oh, too much zoom. The world's biggest bookstore used to be just north of here. Living with Parkinson's, 3300. Hello from Niagara Falls, Canada. Living with Parkinson's, thank you so much. Greetings to you. Let me heart that. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the support. I'll be up in Niagara in December. I've got family up there. Hopefully the roads are clear for the trek. I usually go up there every holiday season. I missed going up there over my birthday, but I'll make up for that. Where the Shoppers is used to be a Hard Rock Cafe.
No, nada más para ti ahorita.
Apparently there's a band performing in Simon's. Hey, there's the Santa. They need to Christmas Dundas Square up, put up some vendor cabins and such. Yeah, they could definitely generate some revenue with that. Make a little Christmas market. They don't have their usual kind of tacky, low-budget Christmas decorations up in Dundas Square. I wonder if those are coming later. Here's the new Italy. That second floor is their little grocery shop. Bruce says the better walk is in the other direction on Yonge. I kind of like this stretch a little more between Dundas and Queen. But I will not be streaming too much longer. I've got dinner plans and people waiting for me in the Eaton Center. That's why I'm kind of circling around this area. We're just going to head down to Shooter, and then I'll cross the street. Who are the Leafs playing? That's a good question. I'm sure someone will answer. There's Heidlau Hot Pot. That Burger King has been here forever. Ooh, it's got some stories to tell. The few times I've eaten there, some crazy stuff has gone down. I imagine that's a somewhat regular occurrence at that location. Cop clearing out the left-turning vehicle. Marge, member for 57 months. The Scary Truth Catalyst, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Scary Truth Catalyst, and thank you, Marge, for 57 months of membership. Urban Outfitters, we're just gonna pop into the shopping mall briefly. Apparently it's quite busy in there. Leafs are almost at the bottom of the Atlantic Division. Hey, we're not allowed to have multiple winning sports franchises. With the Jays doing what they did and the Raptors kind of taking some of that Blue Jay DNA and putting it all together recently, it just would not be reality if the Leafs were also doing that well. There's the Italy. The Raps are looking for another chip. Well, they're at least looking to do some damage in the playoffs. Kind of very similar team to Houston. I don't think security guards are too fond of cameras on gimbals in this mall, but I'll just pass through very quickly. Entrance to Simon's. Bon appetit. Enjoy your dinner and evening. Chris, thank you, Chris. Johnny M196 says, hi, Johnny, and everyone in the live chat from Hamilton. The Leafs are in Pittsburgh tonight to play against the Penguins. 7 p.m. EST start. There we go. Thank you for that information. And for 26 months, Chris G. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. And this Nike store is brand new. Busy shopping mall. You like the Leafs when Daryl Sittler was playing? Fun fact, my brother was named after Daryl Sittler. See that big Christmas tree off in the distance? Maybe we'll hop over there. I usually don't like live streaming in here with this setup. That's quite the sight. Gertesh hasn't been to the Eaton Center since 2015. That's a long-ass time, Gertesh. Ashley says it looks busy in here tonight. I wonder what percentage of these people actually purchased something. I'm sure enough. There's the creator of fast fashion right there, Zara. I think them and Forever 21 were the first. So we're not going to see the holiday light show. That's at 7. I'll be sitting down for dinner. At a Thai restaurant to be named later, around then. We were here the day they unveiled the tree and it was so busy you couldn't move. You get a fantastic view from that bridge. I'm just gonna go get a view from the railing. It is packed. Like they always hit it in one. Party at Italy's. Big ass tree. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna wrap this one up. I gotta meet some people and go get some food. But huge thanks to everyone for tuning in. Huge thanks to our mods, Patreon supporters, channel members. I'm gonna have to make and get a channel members video up before midnight tomorrow. I want to thank everyone for sending support over the stream. Well, everyone who did send support, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. I go live 3-4 times a week. And I'll be going live most likely tomorrow night at 8 p.m. or so over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. There's a link to that down in the description. But big thanks to everyone. Thanks Mark D, Chris the Pepsi driver, Marty, Vivian Johnson, Marge, Medano, all the mods. You guys have been awesome. It was a lot of fun. I'm gonna sign off and get some grub. Thank you so much, guys. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, etc. All right, I'll have a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST. Yoink.